saw it grading the film?
Thought we played a little better than when I watched the game. A lot of the things, such as our run fits and our adjustments and so forth, were a little bit cleaner than it looked during the course of the game. The one thing that could have been a lot better, I thought our tackling at times was not very good. We had 4 missed tackles on one particular play, and most of it was just guys overrunning the ball and poor angles or whatever. But we tried to play aggressive. They came out focused, tuned in. Didn't let the situation take control. They took control of the situation. So we were very pleased with the overall performance.
How nice was it to get Jonathan Jones, Jonathan Ford, some work out there at corner?
No question. I mean, even our starters, we had a pull back in practice last week, was so beat up, and we weren't able to work a lot of good-on-good competition in one-on-ones or in group stuff such as inside drill and some of that. And your fundamentals at times can really suffer because of that. So I didn't think we were particularly sharp, but I thought we played very physical, played hard. And a lot of young players did get a chance to play. Some played better than others. But game experience is something you just can't put a value on. So that certainly was good.
Were there any players, you talked about some earning better experience than others, younger players that you liked that impressed you?
Well, a lot of them are already having to play, but they got a lot more reps. You know, Montravius and Carl and Elijah, you know, up front, they've been playing all year, but they got a lot more work this time. And all that game experience is certainly going to help them. And, you know, out back, we've had some musical chairs due to injuries and early suspension, and we're starting to get things settled. Ryan White, you know, has moved to a new position. It was good for him to get a lot of work there. So I got all the way down into my 3s at linebacker, and Kenny Flowers and Javier played very well when they were out there. So it was a good deal, you know, that we got out there and took care of business early, and were able to play some players, you know, in situations that really needed that work. You never know when one of them's going to have to bail you out. You know, hopefully the injury bug is come and gone, but you just never know in this game. So it was good that some of those guys got to play.
Can you just comment on D. Ford's play? You knew heading into the season he was your only bona fide pass rusher, and to miss about 2.5 games, still come in and have 6 sacks already. Just comment on his play thus far this season, whether it be just yesterday or the season as a whole.
Yeah, I think he's played very well, and probably the only difference, I think the difference in the scheme this year and last year is we don't flip-flop our ends. He says he feels more comfortable on the left side. Maybe that's helped him. You know, that I did not realize those statistics. That is very good for the number of games that he missed. And even when he came back, you know, he had a little rust on him and had to get back to form. The thing I'll say about him is he's usually got a high motor. He's playing with a lot of intensity. Rodney's done a great job with him. But most time, good players like that, when they're playing hard, they're going to get their opportunities. They're going to make the chances and make it count. And that's what I see. Now, he's made some flashy plays for us. But in addition to that, he's usually right where he's supposed to be, and he makes some of those plays that you're supposed to make that some guys don't make.
Saw him come by and was dressed out. Is he getting close to where he can get a chance to play?
I doubt if we will play him this year. And I don't know that it's still a little bit of a question mark, but we may not. We may let him go ahead and take this injury redshirt year. His knee has felt pretty good at times, but I think he's still a little tentative with it. Not sure how much full speed work he's been actually getting in practice.
Hardy, didn't see him out there.
Did not.
Yeah.
I don't know how many reps, if any, he got. I'm not sure. The ball game, you know, early in the game, we were back out there, you know, every minute and a half. But all of a sudden, that second half, you know, we were grinding the clock, and we had some guys that we almost didn't get on the field, or perhaps we did not get on the field because those last 2 drives ate up all the clock.
How did you put the linebackers with Chris and Casanova, those guys did, and how important will they be this weekend against Arkansas?
They played pretty well. And again, we've had that good rotation going on, and I think that's helped them. Obviously, the linebacker play is going to be critical anytime you got a good running football team like Arkansas. So I feel like right now there are a lot of things we can do better, but I feel like right now they're all playing very solid and making some plays, and a lot better than we were at the beginning of the year.
Ellis, how different is the preparation for this run-heavy team compared to the more spread teams that you've been playing up against the last few weeks?
Be a little bit different. The similarities, we've been getting a lot of formations with overloaded formations, you know, unbalanced. They do a lot of that. So whether you're in the zone read or whether you're in the I or the one back, anytime you got multiple tight ends and other things they use to create unbalanced formations and fronts. So we've had quite a bit of that, in fact, the other night. And so I don't think the preparation will be that much different. We just got to get adjusted to their formations. You got to be really gap sound because they do a great job. They use their tight ends so well to create different formations and try to get your edge. And a lot of times when you overplay in that, sometimes they can get a crease up inside. So it's going to be some subtle adjustments. You know, a lot of things you see versus spread is all DBs running all over the place. Against a team like this, your linebacker playing the gaps and some of those other safeties dropping down, and that's really going to have to be perfectly fit because the running backs, once they find the crease, they can really run.
Seems a lot